Now we're going to move on to factorization. Um, in the previous videos, I would give you something like this, and then you would expand the brackets. So you would get the 3 times the 2x, so that would give you 6x, and then you would get the 3 times the 5, that would be plus 15. Well, in the previous videos, you would expand the brackets to get to this stage here. Well, factorization works in the opposite direction. So you would start from here, and then how would you get from here to this form here? Okay, so factorization is really the opposite. You would start with something like this, and then somehow work back to something like this. Okay, you've got to look for what's in common. Basically, try and identify the 3 here. So, for example, let's say you're given this here, 6x plus 15. So we are starting here, and we have to somehow get back to this stage here. Okay, so let's see. We are given this 6x plus 15. So what you do, you break up the 6x. So you can imagine this as being 6 times x, and then on this side, well, imagine it as a 15. So that's what you've got. But the thing is, you can break up this 6 here as a 2 times a 3 times x. Times x. So this thing here is the same as the whole thing here. Okay, and then the 15. You can break up the 15 as a 3 times a 5. Now, if you look at this here, look, the 3's in common. Look for what's in common between the two bits here. What's in common? Well, you can see the 3's here. You've got 3 in common here, and 3. Well, the 3's are in common. So what you do, you take the 3 out. Take the 3 out. Okay. So it will look like this. 3. Take the 3 out. Okay. And then what's left? So remember, you've removed the 3 here. So what's left will be a 2 and an x. 2 times x. Okay, and plus. Well, on this side, remember you've removed the 3 because that's what's in common. So you've taken the 2 3's out, and then what's left will just be 5. Okay, so later on, if you come to multiply the brackets out, it will get back to where we started. Well, anyway, so this thing here, this is 3, and then 2x plus 5. Okay, so there we've just worked backwards. Basically, the trick's to try and identify what's in common. So this 3 is in common with if you look at this thing here, what's in common between this and this is actually the number 3. Okay, so once you've identified the 3, take the 3 out. So let's look at this one. Hang on, this one here. Look for what's in common between these two. So look for what's in common between this and this. Okay, let's break up the so here you can think of it as 8 times x. Okay, plus well, you can break up the 12 as 2 and a 6. Okay, you can break up the 8 as a 2 and a 4. So on this side here, you've got 2 times 4, which is 8 times x. That's the same thing. So here, look, oh, 2's in common here. Can you see that? You can actually take the 2 out here. So hang on. So if you take the 2 out here, okay, so you will have this 2 bracket 4x plus. Remember, we've removed the 2 here and the 2 here. So what's left will be 6. Okay, so here you've factorized it as this. This is okay, but the thing is, there's a better one. Rather than the 2, there's a better factor. The higher the factor, the better it is. At the moment, we've got a 2, but the thing is, you can break the 12 up as a 3 and a 4. So for example, here, you're starting here, okay? Break up the 8 as a 2 and a 4, okay? And then you've got x here, and then instead of breaking the 12 up as a 2 and a 6, you can break it up as a 3 and a 4. Now can you see the 4 is in common now? So 4 is better because it's a higher factor than our 2 here. Okay, so you want to search for the highest factor. So here you can actually take the 4 out here. So remember, we are taking the 4 out. We are taking the 4 out. So it will be this 4. Take the 4 out, and then what's left will be, look, 2x. Okay, what's left will be 2x plus, and then what's left will be this 3. So it will be this. So here you've got a choice between 4 being on the outside here, or a 2. Or a 2 here. Okay, choose the 4 because it's a higher of the 2, so it's a bigger factor. You want a bigger factor of the 2. Okay. Let me quickly show this one. You don't actually need to understand this. Just watch that it's possible. You can actually factorize this thing here. So look for something that's in common with these two here. You don't need to understand this. Just watch it, just to know that it's possible. I'm going to visualize this as 5 times x times x times y times y times y times y times y. Yeah. So here 5 times x times times they're all multiplying each other, and then this one here I've got 3 here, and then x to the power 4 is really x times x times x times x, and then we've got y times y times y times y. Okay, look for what's in common. Well, the 5 and the 3, there's nothing in common between them. Let's see. I've got 2 blocks of x here. These two. So I can take the 2x outside. Okay. There are some spare x's over here. There are some spare x's over here. These two. Okay. So I'm going to take 2 from each side out. Okay. So I'm going to have x times. Sorry, hang on. I'm going to have x here, x here. I'm trying to do this. Okay. Look what's in common. Well, I'm taking the x out because these two x's they're in common. Now look at the y. I've got 3 y's over here, and well, I've got 5 y's over here, but I only need 3, so I can actually take the 3 y's out here because that's what's in common, the 3 y's. Okay, so let's remove these 3 y's here, and remove these 3 y's here because we are taking them out. We are taking them out. Okay, and the 3 y's here. So now what's left is this here, this, and this. So that would be 5y left. Okay, can you see that? No x's on this side. Well, on this side here, we've got the 3, we've got the x, and we've got another x over here because we've taken these 2 here. Okay, so you've got another x here. Okay, no y's because we removed all 3 y's over here. So now, really, if here you've got this bit here is what's in common between the 2 terms. So now let's put it into the neat algebra form. So here you've got x times x, which is x squared, and then y times y, which is y to the power 3. So this is what's in common, x squared y to the power 3. Now let's look at this here. So what's left will be 5y squared plus 3x squared. So there, starting from here, you can actually factorize it to get to this stage here. The important thing is this is what's in common between the two terms. Okay? Don't worry if you don't understand this example here. Just know that it's possible to do it. Okay?